Hi, this is number 5 on the Riemann worksheet, and it's a rather difficult problem. A couple of things. They want you to do this midpoint with 4 subdivisions of equal length. And the other thing is, rather than go to 24, they go to 4,240. So I'm going to talk about this, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the area underneath the curve. I'm going to figure out this part right here. I'm going to come up with an approximation from 0 to 24 of RT dt. I'm going to do that first, okay, and see kind of where that leads me, and maybe it'll make some sense as I go through this. And to do this, I'm going to graph these points. I have 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and 24. Alright, so this, I need 4 of them, so I'm going to have this rectangle right here. That's going to straddle 3, and 3 is going to be my midpoint, so I'm going to take a look at this value right here, and I see that this is 10.4, and they're all of equal length. So they're all going to have a length of 6. So if I take 6 times 10.4, I'm going to get 62.4. And when I take a look at 9, I go to 11.2, which is a little bit higher. And I have another rectangle. And so this is going to be 6 times 11.2. And I'm going to have 67.2 is that product. That's that area underneath that rectangle. And then 15 is my next one, and that's slightly bigger. And when I take 6 times 11.3, I'm going to get 67.8. And then here's my fourth and final one that's going to straddle 21. That's in the middle. And it's going to be slightly smaller than this one. And this is going to be, multiply that by 6, 61.2. So this is approximately 62.4 plus 67.2 plus 67.8 plus 61.2. Okay, and I'm going to go to my calculator and add those. Okay, and again it's going to be 62.4 plus 67.2 plus 67.8 plus 61.2. And they're going to get 258.6. Alright, so now if you notice, these values right here are really close to being the same. And so what it is the flow rises and drops, rises and drops. So it's a cycle. It goes up every 24 periods and goes down. It goes up and goes down. So what I can do is I can figure out how many times in a 4,240 period are there 24-hour period. So I'm going to take 4,240 and divide it by 24, and I'll get 176 2/3, which means I have 176 24 periods. So I'm going to multiply 176 times the integral 0 to 24 of RT dt plus 2/3, because I got that remainder 2/3 of that integral. And the only reason I can do that is because this is a cycle. It rises up and it rises down, rises up and it rises down. And I'm going to have RT dt. So I'm going to have 176. I know this approximation. It's 258.6 plus 2/3 times 258.6. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to go to my calculator here. I'm going to take and multiply this number times 4,240 divided by 24. That's where I got that 176 and 2/3. And I'm going to come up with 45,686 what? Gallons. So it says right here, using the correct data, explain the meaning of your answer in terms of the water flow. So if you take a look, the rate at which the water flows out of the pipe. So I have 45,686 gallons of water that flows out of the pipe from 0 to 4,240 hours.